Welcome to um, transitioning into change and um, compassion for ourselves, grounding ourselves in our body, our breath. Oh, what it feels like to welcome our body in this moment, to settle, and to ask ourselves, what does competence feel like in our body in this moment? Breathing in competence. How does it feel when we're competent? What do we feel when we're competent? Is there like an excitement in your body when you're competent? Or does it only come up that we have a longing for other people to be competent? Let's go back to noticing that. And what control do I have? How can I live into competence? Open up into how good it feels to have a list and to do everything on the list. I mean, is that so horrible? I did that yesterday. And I don't all the time. And it wasn't the longest list ever. And I'm just really want to celebrate the joy of competence. It's like, oh, I feel like this is a funny thing to say, but I feel like I deserve to be in the world. And it's not like that. I mean, it's all stuff that I've committed to do because I love doing. All stuff that's really, really super important to me that fulfills so many needs for me. And to actually be able to face the difficult ones and to at least start to chip away at them felt really, really good. It felt like this openness, and right now just feeling that in my body, more of a sense of ease, more of a sense that I could sleep, that I have abilities, right? Particularly as one gets older, which we're all doing. I'd like to emphasize how young I am and how young other people are. We still have time. And the truth is, to feel like I still have skills and still can contribute feels really good. It feels like I'm enough. I tick off a couple things and it's like, yeah, I'm done. I didn't get to everything today, but I feel like I really, really feel competent today. I really stretched myself and used my skills in a way that not only benefits me, but benefits others people. We're so deeply interconnected, we know that what we do for others does benefit us indirectly. And it is nice to do something directly that I can say, this equals benefiting me. Like, right? Even that is a level of competence for me. Am I competent enough to take care of myself? I got to give myself a check mark for that. Particularly like that, to ease myself into this deep feeling of, yes, you can do this. yes, it's important to you. You've stretched yourself in ways that every day you don't. And it feels really, really good. Still, dwell in the beauty of that need being met in your body, in your life, in what little control we have in the world is ourselves, right? And celebrate when we can feel competent ourselves, the days we can get to the end of the days that we can go, yes, I feel like an adult. I feel useful. It's amazing. I have agency in my life. I feel competent and I can relax. And then we notice that we sometimes have the need for a loved one to feel competent. And that's a sticky wicket, as they say. For non-native English speakers, that's when it gets like, oh, okay. If I have a need for my loved one to feel competent, to be competent, in my judgment, it's just they say. I'm laughing because definitely I've been there. Yesterday was not one of those days. So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to have a need for competence. So when I project my needs onto somebody else, like a loved one, it's like, oh, I have the need for them to be competent. Oh yeah, how does it feel for me to feel in my body competence? What do I have agency over? What's mine to feel and be? And the ease that comes with that. So, noticing when we would like our loved ones to feel competent and maybe giving them a little compassion instead and coming back to ourselves. Then going to neutral people, and certainly there's a lot of neutral people that can trigger me with their lack of competence. So when I notice that, I can bring it back to my own needs for competence. How does it feel in my body? How does it feel when I feel competent? And I start to relax. I start to open. Yes, I may not be able to train them in how to speak to customers differently. And I'm laughing because it's me, It's like, God, these youngsters nowadays, that's when I feel really old when I say stuff like that. And what do I feel confident with? I'm really good at being nice to people when they're fucking up. Right? That's what I can do. Yeah, I can be like, yeah, it didn't work out, did it? So finding my competence in that moment. And then the harder thing is with people that trigger us often when we have the need for them to be competent. Man, that's a tough one. And it always still, I notice that. And it's like, oh, that would be nice if they would do things differently. And then come back to myself. What can I do differently without doing their job for them? What do I have competence with? And I'm thinking in particular of like even in Sangha gatherings, how can I, when I want somebody, yes, meditation gatherings too, we get triggered for those regular meditators, just in case you have any doubt that people don't fulfill the commitments that they sign up for and what that brings up in me and how I can work with it. It's not easy. It's not easy. So as I can wish that they have the amazing feeling that comes when their need for competence is met, I can come back to myself. And what do I have agency over in this moment? How can I be with competence in the fullness of the need? And maybe find somebody else to meet that need. I don't know. But I know one thing. The most important thing is compassion for myself when I judge others as not meeting my need for competence, and then coming back to myself with love, with compassion, and all that stirs in me, and all the complications that come up with that, and a deep, deep wish that all beings can benefit from meditating with the need for competence in ourselves and sharing that wisdom and that energy with all beings. Thank you so much for joining us.